Okay. Alright, I guess first of all, if you could just give me a brief history of the band, that would be super.
Good.
Okay. We started playing in toward the end of 2010. Started out the three of us. Michael joined on not too long ago, and I don't know. It's really boring. It's just a bunch of shows in 2011 and recording. Nothing crazy. I went to high school with him. I don't know if that's about what it was.
With this guy?
Yeah.
Alright.
We all lived in the same town, grew up in the same town.
Wait, what did you guys say schools?
Yeah, they were like schools associated with the school he went to, but he lived in Monroe.
Yeah. Weird place.
Yeah, but I don't know. I didn't know him. I knew him, but he, and then like I didn't know this guy.
Okay. So, how'd you come up with the name?
There's a Blur song called BLUREMI. Do you know Blur? Do you remember them? Yeah, great. And the lead singer like says this thing at the beginning of the song, and it sounds like Space Ghost. I don't know.
Okay.
It's really anticlimactic. It's like, oh, that's it.
I mean, yeah, that's it.
That's it.
Cool.
It's really it. Listen to it. It's a good song. It's not the best by them, but it's a good song.
Okay. So I probably should have done this first, but can we do names and what you do?
Alright, I'm Justin, I play drums, that's it.
Michael, play bass.
I'm Grafton, and I sing.
I'm Blake, and I play guitar and turn knobs.
Okay. So what kind of things influence your sound?
Oh man.
Musical or non-musical, or I guess you could do what music group influences you, whatever you want to say.
Grafton plays the snare drum.
I grew up playing the snare, classical percussion. So, I'm sorry. I'm gonna go shower. I grew up playing classical percussion. I'm a film major. Took a lot of influence from films like, I don't know, and I'm an English major too, so like, more from that really than music for me, personally.
Yeah.
Kind of, I don't know.
Is that for your influence in your writing? Or
I guess lyrically, yeah, would be more of that. I really like, I don't know what to start name dropping, but anyway, like different Spanish directors that I watched like my first year in college and everything, I don't know, really affect the way I wrote. They're not going to find Macarena or anything in the lyrics, is what I'm trying to say, but I don't know. A lot of artists from last year, some of their albums that came out with really influenced some of the stuff we're doing right now.
Shabazz Palaces,
Totally.
for sure.
Mouse.
John Mouse.
John Mouse.
You ever listen to John Mouse?
Mhm.
You ever listen to Shabazz Palaces? They, it's like jazz rap, kind of.
It's like really, really sample based. I mean, almost like avant-garde rap.
Alright.
It's strange. It's like Persian too.
It doesn't
Like,
really groove. It's kind of like I don't know how to dance to this or grind to this at the club at all.
Well, then I'm not interested at all.
Yeah, I mean,
So,
we don't
okay,
need
well,
it.
other than them, Jay is pretty good too. John Mouse is the best, hands down. I don't even know what to say, but
White Oak's album was really good.
Wye Oak. These are all people from last year because this is like fresh in the brain, right?
Yeah.
But other than that, I think overarching influence would be like Deer Hunter, Portishead, Blur. You said?
Alright, sweet.
Go on.
So have any of you ever considered, or have any of you ever played music from a different genre? Yeah?
Yeah.
You want to elaborate on that?
Yeah, I
I think I've got the best story of all.
Go for it.
No, I used to be in a Blink-182 cover band. I don't like to talk about it much anymore.
I just sucked a piece of gum down my throat.
Dude, that's awesome.
There it is. I got it.
yes.
I need you to elaborate on that because that's awesome.
I play drums like I do now, and yeah. I had a friend named Tyler Nabel. He's a guitarist. The band was called Non-Car Pile Up.
Seriously.
I was told it was stolen from something like the Scrubs episode. I've never seen it.
That band name? Come on.
We played 2 shows.
It's so
We
good.
played 2 shows. They were both at talent shows in high school. And I was pretty excited, you know. But that was a long time ago.
We've all moved on since then.
We've looked
You
back
sound
at
like you're ashamed.
No, the first
No,
time
I mean-
I saw him play the drums was, oh gosh, it was a talent show. It
Yeah,
was
one of our 2
It
shows.
was the sickest thing I've ever seen. It was Blink. I didn't listen to Blink or anything, so I didn't know what it was. Whoa, okay, sorry. Whoa, what? No, it was really good. I was like, because I played drums, but I was like, I can't do that. There's no way. No, there's no way. No way. Like really hard and fast. That's the way I like it.
Okay.
Oh wow.
Anyone else, or is that it? That's cool. Yeah.
I guess I played in like,
Marching band.
yeah, I did a marching band.
So
and, like,
extra sense.
yeah, no, I mean, yeah, that's what it was.
Yeah, I had kind of the same kind of background. I was in marching band. We competed against each other a few times, and we didn't even like know each other until.
Yep. He's in a really good, really solid, like high school
Awesome.
band.
They kicked our asses all the time. So
Get out of here.
But yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
that's kind of where I came from, and I just started playing bass after that.
Like some of those like bass licks are really crazy, and I actually heard, I was like, that's Thundercat. He was on the side of the road playing it out of this little like
I had the hat, the feather, and
tiny,
everything.
yeah, there's the feather and everything, and a little tiny amp playing out of the and I said, you know what, get in the back of the car.
You just wanted a loaf of bread.
He
Right.
just wanted some food. We put him in the back, and
See, that is a good origin story. You should have said that.
yeah,
at the beginning.
that's
Yeah,
well.
we just
It's
don't.
complex.
The
though. It takes
real
a
one's
lot to
pretty. The
explain.
real one's pretty like random too, though, because like.
The actual one. Yeah.
Because Marion just like texted me one day. She's like, "You play bass guitar?" I was like, "Yeah."
Yeah.
Why?" She just randomly asked me to play bass, and I did.
Okay.
Wait, did you want a sour for me?
Okay.
Okay.
Right.
I got
We got a
the
card,
gun.
baby? Cool. Got it.
I'm not
Okay.
gonna
Okay. Do you have any specific goals of where you want your music to, or how you want your music to evolve?
Yes.
Like, where are y'all going?
What's the best way to put that into words?
Weird for the better.
I feel like the early music that we wrote, we still play some of it. We're not like totally fond of some of the direction that was going in.
Which, to be clear, there wasn't like terms, like this is what it is. And
Yeah.
not to sound like douchey, but like literally it wasn't like, and that could be a good or a bad thing. Like it's not gonna be this, it's not gonna be that. And I think for some people that could be bad. I think it was good and bad. But
Yeah, I feel like me personally, I had the mindset that things are going to be pretty electronic, pretty synthy, like all the time. And I think naturally we've just kind of started to move away from that a little bit. It's still very much so electronic based. Like Grafton plays synthesizers live for the most part, but it's not really like electronic music, I would say.
we get paired on bills with shows like with electronic artists,
Okay.
A
and
lot of times, yeah.
most of the time.
Well, actually, sometimes we get randomly paired.
It can get strange, and I think some of that like has to do with the people that were listening to it at the very beginning had the idea of what it was going to be, and then like the stuff that we're going to put out in the spring. Like I think the arc is there. You can mark the trajectory, but there's like a few moments that are just totally unlike the stuff we did before, which was what I don't like, pretty basic stuff.
So that doesn't answer your question at all.
It's
It's kind of where we are now.
Yeah, it's like it's a weird. It's kind of, it's exciting because it's like I don't know. Like all I'm listening to right now is like far-flung stuff, and it's kind of all getting put in the pot, and it comes out looking weird every time. I don't know.
All right.
It doesn't totally make sense, but we feel like it's flowing well.
Okay.
Yeah, it feels good. It's nice.
Okay. So, are you recording an album or an EP?
An EP.
An EP. Okay. What's it called? Can we know?
It's called Museum.
Okay. Is there a theme?
Oh man. I don't know. I think if you pushed it, you probably could find a current in it. I think musically there isn't a total theme. I think lyrically there can be. It's like, I don't know. If we're not naming a museum because I love MoMA or something, you know, like, or anything like that. But yeah, I don't know. I read a lot of this stuff like over the past year. Like different authors like DeLillo and Dr. O, and these people that are obsessed with like so many things changing at once that everything basically stagnates and gets put on display. And then there's this like push of artists like John Malice, who we just basically harped on for 5 minutes, who they're making music that sounds like it was made in the 1980s but wasn't made in the 1980s, and at the same time there are things in it that doesn't sound like the 1980s, like, you know, there's not a bass drum there, there's it, you know, it's just it's really weird. It's like there's this push for nostalgia or like retro music, like looking at the past through a now lens. Am I making any sense?
Yeah.
So that's like do what?
A lot of artists are.
Yeah, I mean, like, even Washed Out, you can even say. So, like, they're taking everything, Ariel Pink, Toro, and putting it, and it's like it's all getting preserved in glass cases. That's the way I feel like I'm walking through the record store. I'm walking through 1960, 70, 80, 90, James Blake. So, it's honoring that without us having to actually go in and, like, make music that sounds like it was made in the 70s and 80s.
Okay. So when's it coming out?
Spring, which is really vague, but it's
a season.
Late March, early April is what I'm thinking. Not a date yet, but.
Okay. So do you have any upcoming shows?
We are in the process of putting together like the string of shows that'll be for the EP, because right now it's just like all about that. It's
Okay.
Totally. It'll be across the state, beginning of April.
Okay. So how can people keep track of that?
We have Twitter.
Oh.
Yeah, follow our Twitter. Also, our friends Goblin Santa, they're a band here from Athens.
Oh, man.
They're really pushing the boundaries of music, like literally pushing them. Like if like music boundaries, they got their hand on it. Cup in the other.
I don't want to like product placement, but check them out.
Yeah, like I wouldn't say that for anybody else, but those guys, good grief, they're gonna change
Goblin
things.
Santa, check them
All right.
But yes, we have a Twitter. We also have a Facebook page.
The Facebook page is where we're gonna get most of the stuff.
Okay.
Like that's facebook.com/SpaceGhostAthens.
Cool. Okay. That's really all I got, unless you have anything that you want to tell people.
Everything you want to say. You're on the screen. Say it.
No. That's, I don't know. That's the. In fact, the life right now is just the EP, getting it finished. We're mixing it now. We'll master it here at Chase Park and release it, and then look at summer plans.
Cool. All right. Sweet.